What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man ChazzEllis once again answering the questions that you asked me. Make sure you hit me up on the ChazzEllisProject.com. Also hit me up on Facebook on AskChazzEllis on Facebook. If you want to pick the next question, you can go to the ChazzEllisProject.com, pick the next video. This video is actually coming from one of my questions from there. And what it was is, how do I improve my confidence with women? Basically, he has a problem approaching women, and this comes from a lot of guys have this problem approaching women, trying to talk to them, trying to build a relationship with somebody out of nowhere. How do I go about that? Well, the thing you have to understand first and foremost is this may mess with some people. This may bother some people, what I'm about to say. Because this may tap into some things that you didn't want to admit about yourself. So, I'm giving you that disclaimer right now. If you don't want to do some soul searching, you probably don't want to watch this. Okay, the thing is, when you have a lack of confidence when dealing with women, it comes from a fear of rejection. People are like, oh, dude, of course I knew that. Now, where does the fear of rejection come from? The fear of rejection comes from a lack of self-esteem. Some people are like, oh, I got self-esteem. I like myself. It ain't that you don't like yourself at all. But what it comes from is when you have that lack of self-esteem, what I mean is there are certain things about yourself that you don't find desirable. And when somebody rejects you, basically what they're doing is reaffirming everything you already believed about yourself. And you dread that so much that you just can't go through with it. You want to go up and talk to a girl, you just can't do it. You might see somebody online you want to say something to, you just can't do it. Because what often happens is you just cannot stand to hear somebody tell you things about yourself that you just don't like. Even when they say nothing at all. Because I want people to understand this. And this is something about compliments, dealing with other people, that you have to understand. When people don't tell us good things about ourselves, we generally fill in the gaps with the negative. For instance, if no one tells you you're tall, pretty much think you're short. No one ever tells you you're smart, you pretty much start thinking you're dumb. If nobody ever tells you you're attractive, pretty much start thinking you're ugly. It's kind of how it works. When people don't say good things about you, you generally start filling in the gaps with negative. So it's kind of like a diet of the mind where you have to try to control how you feel about yourself even when you're not getting that positive reinforcement. Why is it that some dudes have no problem at all talking to women after woman after woman after woman, and even if they get rejected? Because see, this is the key. The more women you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. Period. It's the law of averages, not the theory. The more women you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. But you have to understand that you're not going to be able to go out there and talk to those women unless you can handle the fact that rejection is going to happen. Some guys can take woman after woman after woman and they reject them and they're like, whatever. The reason why you can take that is because you already feel good about yourself. You started off feeling good about yourself, so you don't take rejection personally. When you don't feel so good about yourself, rejection is personal. You know, if a girl rejects you and you feel good about yourself, it's like, well, okay, she maybe just didn't like me. Yeah, but somebody else will. Who cares? Or maybe she has a boyfriend. Or maybe she just isn't trying to be in a relationship right now. You don't really think it through that much because you don't take it personally, so you don't really care. When your self-esteem isn't up to par, when somebody rejects you, somebody might be like, I just look at you as a friend. Oh my God, you look at me as a friend? Oh, I bet it's because I'm fat. Is that what it is? It's because I'm fat, huh? Oh, you look at me as a friend? I bet it's because I took all those AP classes in high school. Oh, why did I have to read those damn comic books? You start taking it in and you start feeling certain things about yourself. It reaffirms everything you believe about yourself. It taps into all of those negative thoughts that you've had for years, maybe since you were in high school, middle school, whatever the case may be. It taps into all of those things that you already think about yourself, even though they didn't say a word about you. They didn't say that you were fat, you said that. They didn't say that you were unattractive, You said that. They didn't say they didn't like you because you play Dungeons and Dragons. You said that. These are things that you think about yourself, and their rejecting you just made you think about those things. They made that come to the forefront. It kind of was like you projected everything you were already thinking about yourself onto them. Oh man, I know she doesn't like me because of this. I know she doesn't like me because of that. So that's where it comes from. That's where the fear of rejection comes from. And when you have that fear of rejection, you just can't have confidence with women because your self-esteem is just not up to par. So what do we do to build our self-esteem so that we can stop fearing rejection and stop taking rejection personally? The key is you have to attack the things that you don't feel good about. Now, you can't change everything about yourself. If you're 5'2", you're not going to be 6'2" tomorrow. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to accept the situation the way it is. Certain things about yourself you just have to accept. If you're kind of a quiet person and you really don't have that bubbly, outgoing personality that just attracts women to you, you got to accept the fact that you're probably not going to change overnight because that's your personality. That's your core personality. Probably not going to change. But that doesn't mean you can't have good self-esteem and good feelings about yourself because there are other parts of you that you can build and make yourself and just start feeling comfortable in your own skin. For instance, man, if you go out and buy a nice shirt, not something to make someone else say you're attractive, but something to make you say you look good in it. Like, I think I like this shirt. This looks good on me. I enjoy this. Go to the gym. Not so you can get big and buff and everybody will look at you and go, wow, you're really attractive, but so you can feel like you're being the best you can be. But also, you're going to get some compliments from the gym. The more you work, the harder you put, the more you put into it, people are going to compliment you. That's just natural. That happens. So you're going to get some positive feedback. That's going to have you in the mirror like, yeah, man, my cuts, my bills looking all right. You know, you don't got to get big or huge or anything, but the improvement that you make is going to make you feel better. It's going to naturally improve your self-esteem. Also, hang around people who do improve your self-esteem, who say good things about you. Don't be hanging around them no homo type dudes who can't say anything nice to you without being like, nah, no homo, dog. I can't be saying nothing about your boots. You know, I can't say nothing about the fact that you've been working out. I can't say you got a nice haircut. I can't do that. Try to be around people who build you up and make you feel a little bit better about yourself. Come to grips with some of the things that you may not like and see what you can change and see what you can. The things you can't change, you have to understand that there's somebody out there that's going to like that. People like people who are 5'2". People like people who are, there's people who like dudes that are 5'2". It's people who like dudes that are a little bit chubbier. It's people who like dudes that play Dungeons and Dragons. Don't trip off of that. Some of you might not feel like you're smart enough. Some of you may feel like, oh, I'm too tall and I'm too skinny. There are people who like everybody out there. So you got to embrace the things about you that you know you can't change anyway. When you start doing that and you start improving your self-esteem, you start building on things about yourself that are already good. Like, for instance, if you do well in school, keep studying, keep doing well in school. Because when you take a millionaire, for instance, right? Do you know there's some millionaires that can't get girls? They be on all kind of little shows and stuff trying to get women. There's some millionaires who just don't have any luck with women. Why? Because they didn't click that millionaire switch. What most millionaires do, once they become a millionaire, they automatically start thinking they're going to get women. So when they walk into a room, they automatically think that. And I'm going to tell you something about people in general. It's not what a person thinks about you that matters. It's what being around you makes them think about themselves. Now, what I mean by that is, when you're with somebody, if you feel lucky, if you feel like you've gained something or you've won something by being around them, it makes you want to be around them that much more. That's the key. So when you come into a room with a female and you act like, and you seem like a person, not just acting, but that's how you really believe, like, I'm a good catch. Not because I have this, that, or the other, but internally, who I am as a person is good, and I'm worth something, and I'm valuable. And if you don't like that, someone else will. When you think that way, automatically, it makes that other person feel lucky that they have an opportunity to be around you. It's not going to happen with everybody, but there is going to be somebody in that room, and there's going to be more than one person who's going to feel lucky to be around you. Now, if this is gonna sound crazy, but just think about it. If I take 5 to 10 people who feel lucky to be around me in this room, right? And they all come up to me and they want to be around me, they want to spend time with me, they want to, put effort into speaking to me. What does that do to 3 or 4 other people in the room if I go say hi to them? They feel lucky because they already know that I had other options. But when you come with the woe is me attitude, what it does is make everyone feel like they're not lucky to be around you. This is going to only make it worse, so you're going to face more rejection. And the more rejection you face, the lower your self-esteem gets. The lower your self-esteem gets, the more personally you take the rejection. It's cyclical. You feel that way because it just keeps on hitting you the same way over and over again. You get the rejection builds on itself, and you take more of it the worse you feel about it. But when you walk into a room and feel good, good attracts good. Success breeds more success. The more women that you walk into the room and say hi to, and they're like, hi, oh, look at him, he's so cute. Or, oh, look, his swag is on. What is swag? Swag isn't looks. Swag is just when people feel like you have a certain confidence and air about you that makes people attracted. That's all that is. That ain't got nothing to do with what you look like. That ain't got to do with how much money you have. These are things, when you start attracting people to you because of the aura that you have around you, what that does is make other people attracted to their attraction. You understand what I'm saying? When these women are attracted to you, other women are attracted to the fact that they're attracted. They don't actually know why. You ever see somebody get famous or whatever, and you like, that dude is no better looking than anybody else around here. He's about average. But because of the fact that he's famous, everybody's checking for him. And people always think it's about money. But think about if you like the star quarterback at your school. People know that person ain't going to the NFL. But it's the fact that they have a certain status. And when they have that status, it attracts certain people. And when that attracts certain people, it makes anyone who they talk to feel lucky to be able to speak to them. Because they know they could have talked to all these other people. That's what it is. So as you build your confidence and you start feeling like you have something to offer, what you do is you make everyone else feel that too. They feel like, because they see that you have other options. Well, clearly, if this person doesn't seem very nervous, they seem pretty happy with themselves, they talking to their friends, they don't seem to be bothered with anything, clearly they must have other options. And that makes it to where you don't get as much rejection. And just like anyone else who feels good about themselves and has the ability to talk to multiple women, it's because they've gotten victories that have built on whatever they had to start with. They started with a spark, they started with a certain feeling about themselves, and then as they got more and more victories, now they feel even better about themselves, and it's even more difficult to take that away from them. Like when you're already down here and a girl comes to you and be like, you talk to a girl, she's like, I don't want to talk to you. You're just not my type. Get out of my face. That crushes you and brings you down even lower. You take it personally. It reaffirms everything you already thought about yourself. But when you talk to girl after girl after girl, everybody tells you how attractive you are. You winning on every possible level. And some girl's like, you're not my type. I don't want to talk to you. You're like, okay. That was supposed to affect me in some kind of way? Because I'm about to go over and talk to this other girl, so deuces. Because you feel like it's their loss. Okay, it's kind of like this. If you would say, hey, you want to be a part of my company, and right now your company has it's worth $1. You're broke, you're struggling, and you need my help. And you would say, hey, you want to be a part of my company? I was like, nah, I don't want to be a part of your broke ass company, you broke loser. Get on out of my face. You're like, oh, damn, that hurts. But if Bill Gates came up to me and was like, hey, you want to be a part of, you want to get in on this Microsoft thing? You want to be a part of this, bro? And I was like, no, I don't want to be a part of this, you loser. He'd be like, okay. Why? Because why would he care? He's already winning. He's let me be a part of a win. If I don't want to be a part of it, I'm hurting myself, not him. He doesn't care. He's going to be doing his thing no matter what. He's still going to be worth so much more than me, it doesn't even matter. So when you don't feel good about yourself, everything hurts. Everything stings because you just don't feel like you're winning. You don't feel like people are being a part of it. You feel like somebody's rescuing you from your life instead of coming to be a part of the beach party that is your life. You don't care to kick somebody out of a beach party. But when people don't come to the funeral to comfort you, you kind of stings. So that's just kind of how it is, you know. Build yourself up one brick at a time. Make yourself feel good about you. And as you start feeling good about you, I promise you that will become a part of your aura. And people will come up to you. They will start talking to you. They will start, and I know it sounds like an after-school special. I know it sounds simple, and it is really that simple. That's the craziest thing in the world, but it is that simple. As you start feeling good about you internally, not attached to anything, you're doing the external stuff just because you can. But what the real goal is to just start feeling good about the core person that is you. For no other reason. If all you care about, if the only time you feel good about yourself is because you got degrees, then it's going to hurt you even that much more when you see her date a dude that doesn't have one. When you see her dating some broke dude with no degrees, that just looks a lot, you know, better than you or whatever, that's going to hurt you even more because you've tied your self-esteem up in those degrees. So that's going to knock you down more, like, man, even though I got this, it don't even matter. I can't win. You don't want to tie it, you don't want your self-esteem to be tied up in something like that. You want it to be about you. People need to want to be around you because you exist, because you are who you are. You're a good catch because you were born one. Once you start feeling like that, when you go to the gym and you do all that other stuff, it just kind of builds up a little bit of the exterior so you can build up the interior. It gives you something to get that positive feedback so you just start feeling good. And once you start exuding that confidence, then people will keep giving you more and more and more so you can build on it. That's what that's for. Dressing nice and all that kind of stuff. That's not what the confidence is based on, though. What that does is help you build it up. Because once you get it internally and you're saying, I don't care if I'm flat broke, I don't care what my situation is, I'm a great catch and everybody's gonna like me. When you start feeling like that, you're going to be the person that automatically attracts women. It's going to be easy for you to go talk to women because you don't really trip off of getting rejected by somebody, because it doesn't reaffirm all the bad things you think about yourself. It doesn't really strike a chord in any way. When somebody says they don't want to talk to you, you say, oh, okay, cool. And you go talk to somebody else. You feel like they missed out on the beach party. You don't care. But you have to change how you feel internally. And I promise you it's going to make it so much easier to stop fearing rejection, because you will no longer take it personally. Because the only reason you take it personally is not about her. It's about what you feel inside about you. And every time somebody rejects you, it reaffirms every negative thing you feel about yourself. Start chipping away at that negativity. Start chipping away at the bad things that you tell yourself on a daily basis. I promise you, when you do that, it's going to be easy. Talking to women is going to be easy. Confidence is just going to come out of you. People are going to come up to you for no good reason. You're going to be like, dang, no one ever comes up to me. I promise you they will. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, ChazzEllis. Make sure you go to ChazzEllisProject.com. If you want to get a consultation, if you want to make a donation to keep these videos going, really appreciate everybody who's already done that. Make sure you share this video with somebody you know needs it, or just somebody that likes to watch stuff like this. Once again, it's your man, ChazzEllis. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Peace.